Okay, welcome aboard. We're at Ardmore Flying School, and we're going to take this beach bonanza on a test flight from Ardmore to Parakai. So I've just started up. Let's jump in. We'll try and go at 2,000 feet, but we might not get there with this cloud base. We'll see how we go. We're just going to go VFR. Okay, so no flight plans in the system. We're just going to go via visual flight rules. So let's get a little bit of flap out, flap 10. Okay, park and brake off, and away we go. Go left. Okay, all the checks are done. Let's see. I've done the run up already. I'm just told here, short. Okay, selected fullest tank. Turn the strobe on, landing light on. That's fine. That's fine. Flaps are set. Mixtures full. Roach pitches full. Fine. Gear down 3 greens, of course. T's and P's are in the green. And we'll turn you to alt. And everything is good to go. Alright, off we go. Ardmore traffic, Charlie Mike Delta is taking the active 03, and we're departing to the left, climbing 2,000 feet, vacating to the north. Ardmore traffic. Okay, power's good. T's and B's in the green. Airspeed is increasing. Rotate. Okay, slight tap on the brakes and gear up. Okay, there are some power lines straight ahead of us, so I'll climb to a good 500 feet before I do the left turn. There are some hills just off to the left of us as well. Okay, good enough. Let's bring the flaps up. Retrim. And we'll set climb power. Okay, there's 1,500. Let's see if we can get the 2. And we'll pretend we've got clearance through the zone. Oh, Auckland Town. Charlie Mike Delta, go ahead. Charlie Mike Delta is just airborne out of Ardmore, 1,500. Crest clearance through the zone. I would like to track direct to Parakai. Charlie Mike Delta, clear into the zone. 1,500 feet or below. Okay, cleared in the zone, 1,500 feet or below. So let's get back down to 1,500 feet. Let's bring the power back a little bit. Let's set about 24 RPM. Okay, there's 1,500. A little bit more forward trim. It's quite a nice day in Auckland right now. Okay, you can see the Sky Tower directly ahead, 12 o'clock. Rangitoto, out to the left, right. Okay, there's Auckland 23 left. Manukau heads, Manukau Harbour. I must say, X-Plane is, it just feels so good flying aircraft in X-Plane flight model. It is the bee's knees. Okay, so okay, we're just snuck under the final approach for 23 left, so we'll pretend we've got clearance at 2,000 feet, cleared climb 2,000. Okay, we'll just bring the props up to 25-ish, and 2,500 on the manifold. Up we go to 2. Okay, there's 2. Okay, we'll just bring the manifold back just a tad, and we'll bring back to 2,400 RPM. Done. Right. Where are we? There's the Manukau Bridge there. You can see Auckland CBD coming into view just about 1 o'clock. Okay, so we got heading out autopilot. It's just seeing if my G1000 hardware is linking up. It's not at this stage, but it's okay. We haven't really set it up yet, so not to worry. Heading out. So we've got flight director and we've got alt heading with autopilot. Nice. Okay. So now I can look outside and have a look around. So yeah, there's off the left wingtip is the Manukau Bridge. It's Manukau Harbour, Auckland Airport off, obviously just behind the left wing. Manukau heads. There's the motorway off to our left. And the CBD coming into view. Very nice. Northwestern Motorway there. Hobsonville Point. Tell you what, let's go up to 3. Okay, so BS, go up at 500 feet, so increasing RPM to 2,500. Manifold 25, and we'll just climb at 500 feet per minute. Going up to 3, so we've got heading. Now this doesn't do ALT's capture, so I guess I'll have to select ALT when we get to 3. Now, does this have the harbour bridge? Let's have a look as off our right wingtip there, see if the harbour bridge comes into view. Yeah, watered down version of the bridge. More Western Motorway. There's T2 Peninsula here. And yeah, Greenhithe Bridge, Scott's Point, Hobsonville Point over there. And Whenuapai Air Base is, oh yeah, just off to our right here. Okay, here's Henderson all through here, Lincoln Road. 200 to go. Right, coming up on 3, and there's ELT. Let the airspeed build up a little bit before we bring the power back. So yeah, again, Lincoln Road, Henderson there. And Westgate, all in here. And here's State Highway 1. So let's follow State Highway 1. Oops. Westgate. And you can just see Kaipara Harbour coming into view in the distance. Over the top of Whenuapai. State Highway 16. There's the end of the Northwestern Motorway, the roundabout. So we're just coming up over here, top of Riverhead very shortly. And you can just see Riverhead Forest all through here. Here's QMU. Oh yeah, there's railway tracks. Yeah, so QMU's down here, Huapai, all through here, and this distant town right here is Waimaoku. So it's all reasonably modelled. Here's the big. I've even got the big power lines in the shadow of them coming through here. Yeah, well, it's pretty good. Not too shabby. So you could kind of like do VFR flying based off this. Map breeding. Yeah, so Huapai here is that's where the new development is there. Waimaoku. And yeah, Riverhead Forest out to the right. And let's have a look. That's the interchange there. Waimaoku, and then the road heading off to Muriwai, which is Muriwai's right there. Very good. In fact, let's do a little tiki tour. I want to go and have a look at Muriwai. Doesn't really show Waimalku School, but Waimalku School's right there. There's the road going out to Muriwai, so Muriwai is actually right there. It's actually back there. Yeah. So that's a road you take to go out to Muriwai. I'll just turn a little bit more to the left. Not too much though. Woodhill Forest. There's Parakai, Helensville off here to the right. Right. All of Houghton's Farm, which is most of it's been sold, I believe, to a developer who's putting in a kind of like a link style golf course all through here. There should be a lake. Actually, I'll come right and then I'll come left, so I'll see if I can see the lake. There's Mirai, just where that, yeah, there's a little island. Where's the lake? Where's the lake? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Here's the lake. We used to call it Houghton's Lake. That's where I used to go camping as a kid. And right under this wingtip, all through here is where the housing development, the golf course is going. So here's Mirai Beach. Here's Muriwai, Murray Bay. That little island out there, which I can't remember the name of. Seal colony out there. And there's Mirai Beach. And there's Mirai Golf Course. All through here. Beautiful track. Goes around the golf course here. About 4k. Takes about an hour. It's really nice. We do it all the time. And there's Muriwai. Ah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's keep the turn coming around to the left, and then we'll head up the coast a little bit, and then we'll pop into Parakai. Bit rough down there. There's where they do all the horse riding up here. So good tracks around the perimeter of the golf course, very scenic, very beautiful, and then there's some other tracks up the back here in the forest that are also quite nice. Okay, there's a surf club down there. Right there actually. Wow, they've actually, it's not too bad, they actually modelled it. Tennis courts, which I think they've ripped up and they're replacing with a skateboard park. Keep the turn coming to the left. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's sneak on down to 2. We'll go VS. Get out 500 feet so we don't pop our ears. We'll just bring the power back just a tad. Try 20, see how that, or around 20, see how that goes. Smooth, so we can go into the yellow arc if we so desire. Yeah. Forestry, Orbix trees installed, so I'm guessing it's doing its thing. 160 knots, okay, that's fine. So here's the State Highway 16, goes all the way up to Parakai, Helensville, and the airport is just around here, I believe. It's southerly today. What's Parakai? I don't even know. Crap, I don't even know what. Okay, we're at 2500. What's the orientation for the runway at Parakai? Okay, it looks like it's kind of like east to west. Okay. Should we land to the west? I think. I'll just use the HSI CDI needle to just orientate myself with the runway, just as a rough guide. It's probably something like that. Okay. Let's keep it down to 1500. Right. That's the airstrip there. Okay. I didn't really do any of my after takeoff checklist. I'll just leave the fuel tank selector, brakes and the carriage mixture, pumps and tanks, hatches and harnesses secure. Okay, let's bring the power back a little bit and we'll disengage the autopilot. And go overhead and then we'll just hang out at a left turn and descend on the, I don't even know what traffic, we'll pretend it's a left hand downwind for the westerly runway, so we'll fly overhead, descend on the non-traffic side. Choosing the power. Parakai traffic, Charlie Mike Delta's descending non-traffic side. We'll be joining left-hand downwind runway, what is that, 24, Parakai. Not sure if it's 24, but that'll do for now. Right, as we barrel under 160 odd knots, so we'll just level out at 1,000 feet. And slow down. Oh, don't climb. A bit more after him. What's the time? It's 3:30 in the afternoon. Okay. Probably is more east-west. Parakai traffic, Charlie Mike Delta's left-hand downwind, runway 27, Parakai. Okay, here we go. Let's drop the gear. And 1 notch of flap, please. Okay, 45, close enough. We'll do a reasonably short approach, so 1 more notch of flap. Let's go 20, down. Bring the power back a little bit more. Final, full flap. and start descending, Chris, otherwise you're going to get high. Descend. Don't hit the hill. Okay, gears down 3 greens, and we have flap full. Let's go full fine on the pitch. A little bit more power. A little bit more trim. A little bit more power. Yeah, it's a southerly, so there's wind from the left. A little bit of a crosswind, a little bit more power off, a little bit too fast. Obviously we're high, so we'll just have to manage that. Crosswind from the left. And idle. Into wind. Oh yeah, look at that crosswind. Okay. Not sure about the sounds. Sounds like you're kind of like landing on glass, doesn't it? Okay, easy. Ooh. That's the thing about X-Plane, that the ground handling is not great. Ground handling's not great. Or maybe I need to adjust my rudder pedals so they're not so sensitive. Yeah, slight wind from the left. Alright. Let's take it off here. And we'll just shut down here outside the little tower. Okay. Park and brake. Set. Landing. Taxi. Strobe. Peter heat. Avionics. Let's bring the flaps up. Flaps up. Yep. Okay, shut down, mixture, cut off. Key off. And alternator, battery, beacon, nav. Job done.